But hi friends, welcome to the third episode of Mokoko Cast. I'm DJ Montague, that's Tesla and Hyper. Welcome everybody, we're finally back. We did it.
What's up, everyone?
I hear zero
Good
people
afternoon.
clapping.
Hey, you want me to hold up?
He kind of clapped.
I don't know if you could hear that.
Nope. But
Oh,
you know,
that looks so bad.
par for the course. Par for the course. It's Mokoko Cast. It's like budget cast. It's good.
Thank you, Nori. Thank you, Slayer, for the claps.
Today we've got some new information to talk about that kind of awesome. The beta details, which is less than a week away. We've got 6 days. Got PvP stuff. Got what we're testing. We've got my dope outfit. Everybody just clap at my dope outfit. And then we've got the new countries that are available to play Lost Ark, which is the sickest shit in the world ever. Awesome. So, let's start off with the beta. We've got 6 days. I'm excited. I know I'm streaming it. Tesla, you're excited, right?
Yeah, dude. I mean, the time has come, guys. You know, from being disappointed about the game not being released this fall, at least we have this beta, and Amazon increased the beta by 2 days, so now it's a whole week, from November 4th, next Thursday, till November 11th. So,
Hyper, are you gonna be streaming it as well?
I unfortunately only have 1 day to stream if I do stream, which is the Friday after it starts.
Wow.
So we'll see.
Just working 7
Busy
days
now.
straight.
7 days straight.
Dude. Well, I'll be streaming it, so you guys can catch me literally like the first day. I think I'm going for as long as I possibly can because I don't work that night. So I'm gonna try and hit 50. So if you guys are looking for a speed run boy who's playing Paladin all the way to 50, and then I'm your guy. So also we have with the beta, you'll be able to test all the way up to Rohendel, which is pretty crazy in the amount of content that you get with a beta test. I don't really see a whole lot of people getting through it. Nori, we're not sure.
yeah, I also asked that question too, Nori.
I think it's noon, but don't quote me on that. Do not quote me on that. I also asked on Twitter whether or not we're getting both NA East and NA West. But I have not gotten a reply yet, so as of right now, there's still stuff up in the air. But Rohendel, okay. 9 a.m.
Okay. Cool,
Yeah,
cool.
it's 12. Okay, it's 12.
So 9 a.m. Pacific,
EST.
12 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
Nice, nice. So they're
And I believe for the server, I think they said they're only going to have one at the beginning, so to stress test, and then they're going to open up the other ones. They said something like that. I forgot where I saw it, but I do remember reading that. It might be in the beta details on the website.
Interesting.
to add on to what Hyper said, I think, remember the alpha had just one server, so we'll see what they do for the beta.
Yeah, true. I'm not too worried about it because the tournament is on the East Coast server, so fine, whatever.
Yeah, it's true.
East Coast, West Coast.
Okay. Okay. We're just gonna say stuff so controversial on our first episode back in several months. Cool. Appreciate it. So, like I said, we've got all the way up to Rohendel. We've got all the way up to the 8th Guardian, if I'm reading correctly. Yes, Eris, they will. They will definitely have that. But, all the way up to the 8th Guardian, which is quite a bit of content to go through. I can show you guys on the client, just a few minutes, what the Guardians are. And then we're all the way up to level 55, which I don't think anybody's really going to hit. I mean, maybe like
No way.
53 or 54 because of the availability of Rohendel, which gives a lot of experience once you hit 50. So,
Not to mention, DJ, I think they're also, once you hit 50, they're giving you a second free pass to hit 50 on your second character.
Yeah, which is also super important for people that want to play multiple classes, want to check out an alt. I am going to make Paladin and a Gun Lance, aka Warlord.
Guys, don't play melee. Melee sucks. range for the win. Blasters for the win, guys.
Who is this guy?
Who is this guy, dude?
Play the clip. Play this. I'm just kidding.
So
If you know, you know.
yeah. So we'll have a chance to at least play 2 classes, but still no Arcana, still no Lance Master, still no Destroyer, still no Scouter, still no Sork, still no what's the last one I'm missing?
Charger.
Destroyer. No one cares
No.
about that. Did you say Destroyer?
It did. God, there's missing one.
I think that's it.
Sork, Destroyer, Scouter, Lance Master, Arcana. I thought we were missing
Reaper.
Reaper.
Yeah, Reaper.
Oh my god.
Guys, everyone check out the clip in chat.
Thanks. Okay. Destroyed. Anyways, don't check out the clip in chat. We'll do other stuff. Anyway, so we've got all the way up to Rohendel. I'll show you guys here in game. You start here in Leonhardt, which I assume is going to be called Lionheart once the game actually goes live. But start here. Artemis, Udia, West Lutheran, East Lutheran, Tortoik, Anika, Ardentine, Northburn, Shoeshire, and then you go over to Rohendel. You'll do an awakening quest to go over there. You have to be able to pass this curtain of Proteus, and then you'll be able to go over to Rohendel on your little ship. And it's awesome because Rohendel is a beautiful area, very, very cool, and some pretty cool content as void dungeons and stuff over there. So quite a bit of like PvE content that we'll actually be able to do in the beta, which I don't know what they add afterwards, but we'll see. I mean, or after the beta is done, what they're going to add after that. But well. So real quick, I'll show you guys. I'm gonna head over to Lutheran Castle and show you guys what the first tier 8 or tier 1 and 2
Tier
8 guardians are.
Yo, DJ's playing in Korea, guys. 2 years from now.
T8. All right.
Yeah, that's
In
me.
the future.
Super future. So if you guys want to talk about Rohendel and your experience has been in Rohendel so far.
Well, my experience for Rohendel is usually when my class comes out, but it doesn't seem like it's coming out because I haven't heard anything about
What trash class is that?
So,
Oh.
Trash.
Yeah. There you go.
Trash.
Lance Cancer,
don't-
got it.
You guys, but I feel like Rohendel's. That's the content I forget the most.
Dude, I love Rohendel. I think it's awesome.
I can't even remember to tell chat about anything about it because I can't remember anything about that.
I thought it was awesome. Yeah.
Rohendel's fun. We're so far past it now.
Yeah. So, just so you guys are aware, we are up to tier 6 on the Russian client and on the Korean client. They just added the 4th Guardian on the Korean client a couple weeks ago. Pretty ridiculous, but the client that we're going to be having is the first 4 Guardians in tier 1 and tier 2. So, Urnil, Lumeris, Ligeros of Frost, Baratos, which all of these are kind of easy bosses. Urnil obviously being the easiest. These are the bosses that you do on a daily. Tier 2, Chromanium, Nakrasena, Asaria, and Thytalos. The first true boss that's actually extremely difficult. If you're not coordinated, if you don't know the mechanics, if you don't know what's going on, you're not going to finish Thytalos. He slaps. He's got like raid wipe mechanics. He's very difficult. So just so you guys know, it's going to be kind of smooth sailing all the way up because you can outlevel Urnil pretty quickly going through Rohendel. And Lumeris, Ligeros of Frost, Baratos, you're going to outdamage them pretty quickly. Well, once you get into tier 2, that's when it starts getting tougher. And then Thytalos obviously being the most difficult.
And that's what's enjoyable about the Guardian raids is that it progressively gets harder and harder. And as we are in tier 6, you know, it's a lot more responsibilities as a team player. You know, what items to bring, you know, what mechanics to you know, accomplish.
Yeah, making sure that you're not wiping your raid. because
Yeah,
you have a certain amount of lives when you go into a Guardian raid. That the raid is available. They have 3 extra lives, so 3 deaths. After that, you don't get any lives, and they have to finish, or your team has to finish or die. It's tough, but these are daily bosses, so they're tough, but they're not like crazy tough. Ashadi's is pretty tough. Elbergast is pretty tough. So what starts happening is every time new tiers come out, the first boss in the tier is pretty simple, and they add mechanics going forward. So Helgaia will be the next kind of difficult. Calvin Tooth is pretty tough, and then Ashadi's is like the Thytalos of the tier 2 to tier 3. So they're all pretty difficult in the 4th boss of a tier. So be aware of that. Like, it does get tough. It gets real tough. So it's important to make sure you're prepared. The other thing, Chaos Dungeons, obviously, those are pretty simple. You just kind of run through, kill a bunch of mobs. But what's also cool about the beta that we're getting is we're getting to test out the shop. And we're getting 40,000 free crystals to test out the shop.
So many.
that's a lot. That's a lot. And did you want to go more in depth on
I was gonna
what
say,
they? Oh, good.
it's a little. It seems like a lot, right? Because we're used to Russia, but 40,000 crystals in Korea is not that much. It's like, what is it, $10 for 20,000 crystals, right?
Think so.
Is it?
I think so.
Yeah, it's not
Something like that.
It's not that crazy to have 40,000 crystals. I know that their exchange rate is different over the 2 clients, so I'm not sure which one we're closer to. I'm assuming closer to Russia because the value of $1 is close to the value. What is the ruble? I forget.
Yeah, it's a ruble.
Okay.
Ruby. Ruble.
So what were you gonna say? Sorry, Tesla. Didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, I was gonna say, for whoever's watching, can you explain to us the different currencies in the game and how they reflect upon each other?
Sure. So to start off, we've got the royal crystals here, which is the direct translation from the dollar or from any currency, any real life currency that you're spending, which will then be able to be transferred into these blue crystals via a different system. There's a crystal exchange. So everything in the game can be purchased with in-game currency, and you won't have to worry about spending money in the game, which is the most important thing I want to say here. It's not a pay-to-win game. It's not that PvP isn't like gear score oriented. It's all equalized other than Guild vs. Guild, which Guild vs. Guild isn't huge in the game currently, but it's not pay to win. You can always get currency. You can transfer your gold into these blue crystals right here. I forget what they're called. I think they're just called regular crystals, but the royal crystals are what your currency is. You can transfer those into gold. That could have a pay to win aspect behind it, but I wouldn't worry too much about that because most people are just gonna be playing the game, grinding, getting gold, transferring it to blue crystals, transferring it back and forth. So that's the kind of client that America's getting. You'll be able to buy everything with in-game currency, which is pretty insane, including the monthly membership, which is here, the Beatrice's Blessing, which is the first time in any client, including all clients before, Japan, Russia, Korea, you've never been able to buy this boon. It's like a buff you have for a month, like your monthly membership, with anything other than real life money. Now you're able to buy it with regular crystals. Transfer your gold, buy it with crystals. So pretty crazy, all in all. But the 3 currencies, like I said, royal crystals, regular crystals, gold, they're all important in different aspects. Obviously, the regular blue, purple crystals and gold being transferable between each other makes it so it's not pay to win. That's important.
Precisely, that's good. Yeah, you hit it right on the dot. And then since we're on the cash shop here, just want to show chat that if you look at the right side, this is what is it called?
It's called Yuri's
Sheila's Market.
So, yeah,
Okay,
Yuri's
so
Market.
if you guys see the timer at the top right, how it says 1 hour and 33 minutes left, so you have that amount of time to like purchase those items with blue crystal. And if you click the left tab, you can go back, I think, up to upwards of like a whole day. But for the beta, or actually no, for the game, what Amazon wants to do is they don't want to time restrict people to to only one day. I think what was it, 72 hours?
72
3
hours
days,
now.
yeah.
70?
3
Yeah,
days.
so you have 3 days, to think about, whether or not and decide, make that decision to get these Uber crystals. So that's a good feature that they're introducing for the West.
Making it less pay to win as well, because
Yeah.
these are over 12-hour periods that these refresh. Also, they're not worth generally. Probably somebody's going to come out with a stat sheet, but highly don't recommend doing this. If you're going to play the game, you're going to be able to get these crafting materials, or polishing materials is what they're called, sorry, through playing the game normally and learning more ways to get these crystals. There are tons of ways to do it, to get your polishing materials. So I wouldn't sit there and be like, oh, I have to pay to progress, because there's always another way to do it. There's like another daily on an island that you get crystals from, or completing some other content in your housing that you can get crystals from, or something of that sort. You can always get polishing materials in a different way. Most of what's going to happen is you're going to be gated by your gold. Gold is one of the most important resources, if not the most important resource to have in the game. And that's where people think the pay to win aspect comes in. There's going to be a lot of ways to get your polishing materials, so don't worry about that too much. Gold is the most important. Save your gold, spend your gold wisely. Don't go crazy on your avatars. Like, we could do a whole guide about that later, But again, these are not worth, like, this being $4 for 10,000 sapphire, or sorry, 15,000 sapphires is like totally terrible. It's so bad. Such a bad exchange rate. So don't do that. Don't even worry about this black market. It's just not a thing that people are really going to use if they're playing the game and enjoying the game. Only the whales are going to go for that. Oh, the PvP level for the beta. We might get something really cool if you wanted to talk about that.
Actually, while the game is loading, DJ, why don't we go to playlostark.com so we can talk about so we can tell the chat how to, if you aren't already registered to play the beta, how you can do so, because it is next Thursday, less than a week from now. And then we can go more in depth about what Amazon is adding for the business model, and also for which regions they just added about an hour ago.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Yep.
So you can do top right corner, tester sign up, which you can possibly get a key for beta. If you don't want to risk not getting a key, you could just get a founders pack, which the founders packs are decently priced. You can get the bronze founders pack, which is beta access. You get the 3-day head start. Every pack gets that. And then you get the founders exclusive pet and the crystalline aura, which is basically your monthly subscription for a month, and a title. So all around pretty awesome for $15. Just definitely worth that regard there. The silver, gold, platinum packs, they all have their perks. I actually have a video that I will be putting out in the next day or two about whether or not it's worth to get each pack individually, because they do stack. That's good news. Let me log in.
Oh, really? They stack? I didn't know that.
Yeah, they had a post on Steam that says they do stack, and the things that are obviously you can't stack the title, but because you'll just get the title on all characters. But if you're looking to get 2 of the, what are they called, founders exclusive avatars, then you would be able to get 2 of those. Of the Northern Lawmaker.
That's news to me. Wow, I didn't know that they stacked. I thought,
which is this guy.
They were not gonna stack. Wow, that's cool. Yeah, so you get the cat. You get to choose from 3 different cat pets.
You can have all 3 cats.
Yeah.
You get a train. A little train for your house.
Nice.
If you wanted to stack, basically my recommendation is if you have the extra money to stack, it's not a bad idea to stack. It's not the best idea in the world, but if that's what you're going to do, if you're going to look for those royal crystals in that quantity, then yeah, you're fine. So this is what makes me think that we're going to get the Russian style of royal crystals. By the way, I just wanted to touch on this, is that for silver pack, you get 1,000 royal crystals. For gold, you get 4,000. For platinum, you get 7,000.
Mm.
So you don't even get like a total of 40,000 in the first place. So I'm assuming $50 will be 50 or 5,000 royal crystals. I'm assuming.
Yeah,
We'll find.
probably.
Yeah, well, yeah, I can see that.
So, that is how you get into beta. Looking at going for the gusto.
Which starts at 9 a.m. Pacific, everyone, 12 p.m. Eastern.
I'll be up bright and early for that.
Yeah.
So Hyper, you wanted to go through the PvP? Is that what we were doing next, correct?
I think you were bringing up the topic of how PvP level is lowered now for this beta.
Potentially. We're not exactly sure.
Potentially.
We haven't confirmed yet because there is a patch that went on to KR and now Russia recently that is level 26 to at an average of level 26. It's once you get to this castle here, East Lutheran, you'd be able to PvP. But if you want to talk about that, go ahead, Hyper.
Sure. So basically, I don't have much to say about it. Just usually you would have to get to level 50 to PvP. So what this allows you to do is try out multiple classes for PvP purposes, because getting to 26 is very quick. So if this comes through, it's a great chance to just try every class you wanted to try in the beta for PvP only, at least, because you'll get the 2 50s for free. Well, when you got a level, then you get the free one. Those classes you can try PvE on, but PvP, if this changes in there, then you can try every class, basically.
And I think that's great because who has the time? Because to hit level 50,
Definitely
folks,
not you.
Yeah, I don't. So it takes about like 12 to 14 hours to hit level 50 on one character. So if you can imagine within a 1 week time span, it's a lot of time to hit that on multiple characters. So to be able to PvP at level 26, you can definitely do that on, a lot more.
Yeah, it's only 4 hours, I think, if you're breezing through it. And once you already know how to level, you can go through Lutheran pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And up to that, like, I think level 30 is when you unlock the training room anyway, which is right. I mean, no, it's not level 30. It's when you are allowed to go to Trision. You talk to some particular guy and they'll give you the ability to go to Trision, and then you could use the training room so you could test out skills, which is pretty huge. You could test out like every skill in mass quantity. I'll show you guys that area if you guys want to talk about the training room as well.
Is it confirmed that we're
So
getting that?
So the training room, guys, it's called Trision. It's where you begin your journey on each character. It's kind of like, think of it as a home base. Not your estate, but like a place you can come back and just test your skills, test your DPS here as well. In Korea, you can do that, and you can also test out engravings in Korea as well.
Yeah, in RU you can't do that yet, but you're able to pick monsters, use them as scarecrows, and test out damage on them, and see if you start a DPS meter, you could try out stuff. But that is probably not what we're gonna get, but this will let you test out skills, and you can add as many points to skills as you want to see. You could go in the negative, which is helpful because you're just like, all right, I want to test out every skill I have, see what skills I like, see what skills I enjoy using, and then go from there. Obviously, there will be meta builds, and you'll get into that more as you continue through the game, but it's always good to just like play what you love, because it's gonna make the character more enjoyable, make you want to play more.
Agreed.
Yeah, to add on to what DJ is saying, the meta is always changing, folks. So whatever works now for your class may not work in a week or a month.
True. The thing they don't change a whole lot though is engravings. They've only done engraving changes a couple times, and they've only really buffed engravings to make the other class engravings better to use, because there evolves to be a one and done class engraving that is just the better version. So like they changed the Berserker one so that their class engraving isn't just always killer move, I think is what it's called in Russia, but it makes it so you're not exhausted after you use your identity skill, and you can immediately start getting more identity after you use it. To the second engraving they have, which was pretty useless, which was like lifesteal, to be like an overpowered version of your identity skill, which is really cool. So they're doing a lot more to balance out the engravings and class engraving. I will be right back, friends. I'm gonna go bathroom real quick, blow my nose real quick. Sorry.
Sure.
All DJs going to the restroom. Chat, do you guys have any questions about the beta? 6 days from now, guys. The time has come.
Almost there. Fortunately, I only get to play one day.
I know I have to figure out how I'm gonna play, but I'll try to make time.
I'll just lose some sleep.
Yeah. Who needs to sleep? Sorry. Allergies started kicking in pretty tough right there. To continue talking about beta, let's talk about the 39 countries that got announced, right? Everybody's going to be able to play.
Basically.
Major upgrade. This is a win for everyone worldwide, or everyone in these areas, because this has been an issue. This has been an issue since Amazon released, which regions can play, and those that were left out, they felt ostracized.
Ostracized. It's
Ostracized.
yeah.
Ostracized. They felt ostracized and not included. So yeah, we can go and list which regions were included. So this includes Estonia, Argentina, Bolivia, so all of South America. We have the islands of Trinidad, Jamaica, Bahamas, and then which also includes Australia and New Zealand. So that's really good too, because they have usually been left out of Korean games, and now they can be included.
It's almost like this game is now a global release, is what they've been calling it before. When people were waiting for a global quote unquote release, similar to like mobile games. Like they're released in their home country and then they get global released. So there's like 2 server clusters, right? Like like South Korea or Japan, and then everybody else. So it's in 34 countries. My bad, I lied. But yeah, finally getting the availability to play with so many. I'm excited.
This is great. This is great. Yeah, more people get to be included. This is great for market, for business, for the community of the game. Yeah, this is definitely good.
Big
and just
thumbs up.
overall benefits everyone because they get to play on servers closer to where they live. So we all know what it feels like to play with lag, and it's kind of trash sometimes. So
I mean, poor Australia. OS is still getting the short end of the stick because they're not getting their own servers, I don't think. But I mean, everybody else gets a little bit closer. Where like OS servers would probably be a big help for them, because I think we got Fishing Sloth is probably going to play on like 300 ping to NA West, something like that. Which is crazy.
Something like that.
I play at 200 ping to Russia, and I already complain enough. So
yeah, 200 is not it. So 300 is definitely. I'm not playing. I just wouldn't play.
I know he plays on Japanese servers as well, and gets good ping there. So, like,
do you remember him from Japan?
I think mine was 100 or 100. Again. Still not enough, but
nope.
And we're talking about PvP earlier. Potential of getting PvP at an early level. There is also PvP tournament going on next week on Sunday. So that's also a big deal. There are 30 teams currently signed up, including mine. I don't know. You guys said that you wouldn't be able to enter even if you could sign up, right?
I will be working.
Also working as well.
Actually, no, I won't, because that would be what, November 7th? Is that the day?
It's Sunday, November 7th. Yeah.
Mhm.
I will be getting drunk at a party, so still can't.
Man,
Priorities.
busy
Good, that's
boy.
good.
I'm very
Yeah.
busy.
I will be in the tournament, so if you guys come here and check out the stream, I will be entered in the tournament. First place is $1,200. Obviously, we'll split it amongst the 3 people we got. Second place, $600. Third place is $300. So like $2,100 total available. Gonna say, oh, they changed the format. It's not a double elimination anymore. It's a Swiss format. So similar to a round robin, but it's like a weighted round robin. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah. If you're
So how
interested in signing
many-
up for the tournament, I posted the link in chat.
How many losses can you guys take then now? Just one?
Everyone will always play 5 matches.
Oh, okay.
So it's,
5 Swiss. Okay, I see.
everybody plays 5 matches, and you get a point for a win in the match, and you get a point for winning the set. So if you win the set in a 2-1 format, you get 3 points.
Mm-hmm.
The other team gets a point. So going into the second situation, they'll be like, okay, well, these people have this team has 1 point. We're going to team them up against teams 1 point. And then teams that have 3 points are teamed up against that have 3 points. And then it goes and continues on until the 4 teams after 5 rounds have the highest scores will be placed in a single elimination bracket, top 4. So we'll be able to see who's able to stack up. A lot of Russian players coming over, a lot of very, very strong Russian PvPers. Like, talking, I think there's 7 people that are in the top 10 in Russia coming to play on this tournament, which is pretty crazy. So
See, I'm looking at the attendees and some
Yeah,
recognizable names.
I'm excited to see the lineups because I saw the Russia tournament that they had maybe a couple months ago, and I saw the meta that they use, and so I'm excited to see what what NA meta it's gonna be.
I mean, I'm worried. More worried than anything because I think
So guys, if DJ doesn't get first place, unsubscribe.
don't do that, please.
Whoa,
I need
whoa.
friends.
Don't talk about my team like that, because I'm the coach.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're Coach Hyper.
Yeah, I'm coach. I won't be there, but I'm the coach.
Hyper's coaching. Oh no.
Yeah, we're in trouble. I know. What was your last coaching effort? What did you say? Don't lose? Was that the last thing you said, right?
Basically, I mean,
All right.
what else do you want me to say?
I will tell you guys, based on what I know about the PvP scene in Russia, Rushed has a great team. Lin has a great team. Virus has a great team. Latte has a pretty good team. Flow's got a good team. Adrian's got a good team. Memoru's got a good team. Jaeger's got a good. There's just a lot of PvPers that are coming to swing. Blink's obviously the best Soul Master in Russia. Also the #1 player, has got #1 every single season on Russian ladder, so he'll be in the tournament. He's going to be a monster. Very difficult to deal with, but we'll see how bad the ping is. We'll see what the ping gap looks like. Because I know me playing to Russia, it's definitely tough sometimes.
Yes, it's Annie's turn to take advantage of the ping.
Well, oh, now the Russians have to play an art ping now.
Mm-hmm.
So there won't be any excuses.
For NA. But I mean, the
Yeah.
excuse is that we haven't played the game for the last 2 years, so.
Exactly.
I mean, I've been playing on and off.
When we
so-
lose,
Yeah.
When we lose, when NA loses indefinitely, it wasn't our fault. We don't play this game as much as them, so
Yeah.
I'm
What
just
is
saying.
what is Lost Ark? You know.
Yeah, what is I'm surprised that we are running a tournament this early. But for the beta,
I think it's for the best though. To get the scene going nice and early.
Yep, I agree. I think it should be pretty cool. We'll be able to see what we can actually do.
Yeah, I'm hyped. I mean, with this many top tier PvPers playing, I think it's gonna be a great tournament. Lots of close fights. So
We're hoping.
yeah, dude.
We're
Yeah,
hoping.
Do we have any
Oh, do you
Koreans coming
know?
over for this?
Do you know if Amazon's gonna or they're gonna do the whole if it's a tie, right? Are they gonna do the overtime or no?
Oh, so we're not sure whether or not we get the Korean client with Golden Rule overtime. I doubt it, but I know on Russia, they did some weird stuff where they shortened the game, and the time is weird on Russia right now for ranked game, but not for custom matches. So we're not sure which version we get. All in all, I think I'm hoping that we get the Korean version where there's actually no ties or possibility of ties. Because on Russia right now, they don't even have the star to tell you who's in the lead by battle point. So it's super frustrating. Because like once you tie up the game, you just randomly like either think you're ahead and you run away, or I don't know. It sucks, man. It's a bad situation for the Russian client right now.
I see.
But yeah, like I said, pretty big tournament coming up. Please check it out. I think it's Sage Tournaments is running the tournament. They will have it on Twitch. It will be casted by Laffy as well, who is world renowned as one of the best bards. She's absolutely insane. Has gotten master on Russian client at 200 ping. One of the only Americans to do so. So be very much aware of her abilities in this game. She's going to be playing on NA as well, NA West. So she's gonna slap. I'm pretty sure. And she's gonna be casting, and she's very knowledgeable. So it should be a really fun experience.
Who else is joining her? Do we know for casting?
I'm not sure. I don't think there's anybody else that she has casting this time. She's going to do like a full 7-hour, 8-hour cast by herself.
Tough.
So-
Yeah, she casted before by herself.
Oh, she's casted every tournament by herself.
Yeah.
So that's tough, man. That's
Yeah, it is
a
tough.
love for the game. You know,
That is.
don't even look away for a
It's,
second.
That's Cottonmouth.
Yeah. hmm So I think it's gonna be an awesome tournament. I'm so stoked about this.
Yeah.
More worried than anything because I want an NA team to win, but I mean, does it actually happen? Can we actually do it, friends?
We just need a top 3 finish.
Okay, we can do that. I think Virus.
I think NA can definitely finish top 3.
I honestly, after the scrims that we had, I think Virus team could probably take the whole thing. Virus,
Who's in-
Zergling, and Starlap.
Oh, Starlast the summoner, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Is Zergon Gunslinger, or is he playing a different class?
It's playing Warlord.
Warlord.
Gunlance, sorry, Gunlance. So they have Soulmaster, Summoner, Warlord. They have double damage
Double
reduction.
range.
Yeah, with
Basically,
tons
too.
of damage reduction. Also,
And shield.
and the ridiculous shield, the best shield in the game. But
Mhm.
yeah, we've played against them a couple times now, and I think we've scrimmed them 3 times, and dude,
You lost all 3 times?
yeah, we've gotten shut out 2 days. We got shut out.
Damn.
Yeah, it's brutal. Fighting Summoner right now is so crazy hard. Summoner just in general, especially when you have like so much damage reduction, you can't close out a kill as quickly as you can, or as you should be able to. Think about it. They've got Gunlance with a shield, which has 50% damage reduction. Then he uses the taunt, which is another 30% damage reduction, with Soul Master buff, which is 25% damage reduction.
Wow.
Yeah, it gets really, really excessive. And it lasts so long. It's like 6 seconds, 8 seconds, 4 seconds for each duration. And so you just, you rotate them and your summoner never dies. So they just get...
And Starlass is one of the best summoners I've seen.
Yeah, Starlass is crazy good. Really smart player. I have another podcast that I'm going to be on that talks about that as well. We're going to talk about the pre-tournament favorites. So just a little spoiler alert. I think
Nice.
I think Virus has a pretty dope team. Thanks, Rufio. So what else did we have to talk about? We covered a lot of the beta. We covered what is content in the beta. Covered some PvP. Covered the countries.
Mm-hmm.
I think, is that it? Is that it? I'm trying to think.
Answer this. We covered the pay to win. I think that's what Rufio's here for. You can open it up. If anybody has any questions in chat, please throw them up. Gotcha. Here to help, give some knowledge, spread love.
So what do you guys think will be the top 5 most popular classes chosen at launch?
Ooh.
We'll go with Hyper U first.
Yeah.
At launch. Hold on. Let me bring up the classes again.
Pull it up right here too.
Already know from the alpha. Already know.
So we have Bard, Slinger, Blade. Well, let me say the NA names. So is it still called Bard? Yeah, Bard.
Mm-hmm.
Gunslinger. Deathblade. Let's see. Who else?
I think you're missing a big class.
I know. Berserker's definitely going to be up there.
I don't think so.
Are we talking about PvE in general,
Both.
or
I think
both overall. Yeah, overall. Like what do you think NAEU will lean towards more popularity? I already got
definitely
that.
the three I said: Bard, Gunslinger, Deathblade.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're gonna see a lot of Gun Lancers too.
Really?
I think so.
Really?
I think we'll see Gun Lancers.
I don't think so.
NA likes to follow what other people play, and if you look at the other regions, it's been proven how much damage that class fucking does.
Yeah, they
in
pump.
PvE.
They pump hard.
And they don't have to do anything but sit in front of every boss. So people will play it. What is the last one? No one's gonna play Soul Fist anymore, I don't think, as much. I want to say Artillerist.
I could see that. Tesla?
Hmm?
What are your choices?
So definitely. Sorry, I just spaced out for a second. Deathblade, Gunslinger.
Deathblade?
Deathblade, Gunslinger, Bard.
Okay.
What's demonic called in
Shadow Hunter.
Shadow Hunter?
Shadow Hunter?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Shadow Hunter. Yeah. All the assassins are going to be very popular.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I remember in the alpha, there's just a ton of gunslingers, a ton of assassins, everywhere. So I think that was 4. Is that 4 or 3?
Yeah, that's 4.
4.
That's
Okay,
4.
so one more. I don't know. I just feel like warriors are just not that popular right now. So if I would pick a 5th one, yeah, maybe artillerist, or maybe yeah, maybe artillerist.
So I have the
Yeah.
right answer, by the way. I'm just kidding.
Artillerist or artillerist.
This guy says he has the right answer.
Artillerist or striker, maybe. Yeah, as the 5th one.
So, NA is the meme land. NA number 1 played class is going to be Deathblade. Number 2 played class is going to be Paladin. Number 3 played class is Striker. striker right here. Number 4 played class is Gunslinger. Probably a toss-up between Gunslinger and Striker. Sorry.
Really? Okay. If you think Paladin's gonna be popular, it's gonna be interesting.
No, I agree. Paladin will be popular.
Number-
'cause
Okay.
Number 5 played
What is
class.
the support class?
Right. Yeah, but nobody's gonna play at support. Nobody. Number 5, I would say, is a toss-up between Bard and Summoner. I think. I think Summoner, since it's the only quote-unquote caster class, I think is gonna be really, really popular for right now, until Arcana and Sorceress come out. I think Sorceress is gonna. I think people are gonna go crazy for that
when
class.
Sorcerer comes out, it's over. That's the most played class in the game, but in NA at least.
People will pick Bard and quit, and people will also pick Paladin and quit because
100%.
they're not going to get picked up for groups if they're taking the DPS rotation or a DPS engraving. Sorry,
There's only
good.
Oh, I was gonna say because there's only 2 support classes. It's and there's so many DPS.
Well, you got to remember too, when it comes to NA, a lot of people don't like gender lock, so they'll play Paladin just because it's a male class.
True.
Instead of
or
playing
vice versa.
Yeah, people will play.
Yeah, exactly.
Bard just specifically because it's female.
Because it's a female.
But the thing is, dude, yeah, I think honestly people are gonna play Paladin and they're gonna play they're gonna play the other engraving,
DPS spec.
blue engraving.
Yeah,
man.
they're gonna try and do DPS, and it's not gonna work in the
Doesn't.
beginning.
It doesn't, and you need so much money.
You need a lot.
Because the engravings that you need to make it successful. Let's see if I could find my engravings here. Effects. Dude, you need Spirit Absorption, which is expensive. You need Grudge. You need Sharp Blunt, and then it's class engraving, which is pretty cheap actually, since a lot of people don't want to use it. But dude, they're gonna have a time. They're gonna have a time. But we haven't heard anything about Peon.
I'm assuming they didn't take him out.
I'm assuming they didn't either.
I wish they would, but
Yeah, I think they should make him cheaper.
yeah, to answer Rufio's question, I don't think NA is gonna be happy about Peons.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
I think they will
NA's gonna
eventually get
fucking hate
taken
it.
down quite a bit, but I think that's the first one that God. All right, Rufio. We need to have Rufio on the show next. That's our next guest, dude. Rufio, you available in 2 weeks? Rufio workout session during the podcast. We'll have full body cap.
Stand on stream.
All right. Short god. Not even a king, just a god. Anyways, friends, thank you so much for hanging out with us for Mokoko Cast number 3. We'll be back in a couple weeks with Mokoko Cast number 4. I want to thank Tesla and Hyper for showing up today. Thank you, Hyper, for waking up.
Thank you. I'm trying. I'm sick of shit. I'm trying.
You guys got his second shot today, so he's showing up as a trooper.
Ugh.
Tesla, thank you for taking a moment off work, because I know how hard you've been working and just non-stop.
Been tough. Don't move to California, guys. Don't do it.
Yeah, because it's expensive.
Yeah.
Why I'm on state line. Like a mile away from California. Anyway, thank you guys. Anything else we wanted to touch on before we scoot? Got our thank yous. Chat about
I think that's it. I mean, everyone just, with 6 days away, just when the beta comes out, have a great time, have a blast. Just don't be afraid to make mistakes in the beta. Just really engulf yourself in the lore and the world, and yeah, make some new friends in game, in a community.
The lore of this game is super awesome, and hopefully it's translated
is.
well.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right.
Yeah.
That could be where I cut that off. Or I need more stalkers. Slayer, what do you mean? Thank you guys. Thank you guys. That's